substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hoosiers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Well, that will give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Anderson will throw. Makes the catch. It's Hodges. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll run the screen. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Finds a man on the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it. And not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And how about this tight end finding that soft spot after the play action froze him?
It's tough to do sometimes for these tight ends to kind of find zone deep.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Buys a little time with his feet. Complete to the right. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Big guy smells it, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because...
There he goes! All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Anderson wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Gossip. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Under fire. They've got the screen set up. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kane!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Hoosiers are in the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball on the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
They want to throw it. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Indiana! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. brings that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Anderson will throw. With the catch, it's Hodges. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Gonna look downfield again. He lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up. He lost one down the sideline. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play ball.
And back to the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quicker.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, the games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Quickly complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38, and it'll be first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Nice grab in traffic. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Miami!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure. He's got him in the flat.
Makes a man miss. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you've got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, and I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. The quick out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He makes a grab. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half.
Pickup of 10. First and goal, Indiana.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there.
Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Indiana! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Quickly complete.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Anderson will throw. He's going to fire deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fakes to grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Anderson wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Canes are marching down the field. They just keep firing. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they...
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. QB draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Davis will throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got a first down. At the 20, he's got space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Now from inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Catch in the middle. It's Hodges. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's got him. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all take.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Washington. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Oh, better look out! Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his feet to buy time. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quick completion on the out route. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. The play action fake. Here's a heat. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This time it's complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Davis looking to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make... There he goes! Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, but you've got to have a spy ready to make a play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up. Play aggressive. Try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on second down. Scrambling away. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Taking it the other way. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Anderson will throw. Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Miami! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the